Talking about the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. And no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. Wow, that's one of my favorite songs of all time. Michael Jackson, Man in the Mirror, taking off his Bad album, 1987. One of the greatest hits of all time, in my opinion, right? So, why did I sing that? Not because I felt like showing off, but it's because this episode is titled Make the Exchange, and that is drawn from the similar understanding of what Michael was trying to put out with that song. Essentially, what that song was trying to tell us was that if you want to change, if you want to change the world, or if you want the world to change, you have to start with the person that you see in the mirror. You have to start with yourself. Beautiful, beautiful song with a powerful message. But but the question begs to ask, right? How exactly do you go about changing? We talk about we want to change the world, we want to make things happen and all of that. But how exactly do you get to do that? I think that the real issue is not making a change per se, but making an exchange, right? Which is why this episode is titled Make the Exchange and not Make the Change. Now, what do I mean by that? So we know that desire is the root of change, right? If you want to change anything, it starts with a desire. You want to make the change occur. You want to make it happen, right? But everything that we see in life, whatever you want to change, is an outcome of something, right? It's a result. Whatever or whoever you are right now is a result of everything that you have done over time that has accumulated to the person that you are right now. The things that we see in the world that we desire to change didn't just happen overnight. They were an accumulation of things that have happened over a while and have resulted in this thing that we desire to change. So, whatever is going on in our families, in our workplaces, in our countries, in our communities, those are results. You can't change results. You can only change the things that made the results occur, right? So, for instance, if you're running a business and at the end of the year you recorded a loss of $10,000, you can't change, you can't change that loss. The loss is there; it has happened. It's a result, right? The only things you can change are the fundamentals of the business that gave rise to that result. You have to look at the way you record or that you make revenue. You have to look at your cost profile and all of that, because these are the things that ultimately give you the result of a profit or a loss, right? So similarly, when we want to change, if we want to cause a change, we have to exchange. Now, what do I mean by that? Let's go a little bit deeper. If you go to a foreign country, right, you can't use your local currency to transact in the foreign currency, right? So, for instance, I'm in Nigeria. When I go to the US, I can't use my Nigerian naira to engage in transactions in the US. What do I need to do? I need to get the system or the currency that pertains in the US. And what is that? That's the dollar. So I have to exchange my local currency, which is Naira, for the US dollar so that I can transact in that country. So similarly, you have to exchange the things that you have been using all along that are giving you the wrong result for you to change the thing or to go about with a new thing, right? And having understood that, you have to realize that the outcome of your life is fundamentally based on an idea, right? Everything in life is based on an idea. It seems so outlandish, but that's the truth. Now, think of it this way: your life is a result of your attitude. When we say your attitude to life, right? It is the attitude that you have maintained over a period of time that have given rise to what your life is right now. But your attitude is also a result. It's a result of your philosophy and your mentality, the way you view the world, your the way you think about the world, the way you think about yourself and your place in the world gives rise to your attitude, right? So your life is a result, and is resulting from your attitude. Your attitude is a result and is resulting from your philosophy and your mentality. Your philosophy is also a result because it's emanating from your ideology. Your ideology is a distillation of all the ideas that you have come to believe, all the concepts that you have come to believe. That's your ideology. When you say you have a Marxist ideology or a capitalist ideology, is because you have been exposed over time to the concepts of Marxism or capitalism, and you have come to use that as your ideology, and that ultimately gives rise to how your philosophy and your mental attitude, right? Now, your ideology is based off your concepts. Your concepts. A concept is a unified idea that has been stabilized in your mind. Con means unify or one. Sept means idea, right? But that is also a result. The basic or the base of everything that we have come to call our life comes from an idea. It comes from a precept. Precept is thought. Pre is before, right? So the thought that gives rise to your main idea, that is the fundamental, right, of everything that you have come to believe. Everything starts with an idea. Everything that you believe about yourself, everything that you believe about the world, everything that you believe about people ultimately started with one idea that was fed to you repeatedly that you eventually came to believe, right? Now, if you want to change your life, you have to start by changing that initial idea. But the thing is that you can't just change an idea. You can't just kill an idea. You can't strangle it to death. You can't hit it over the head and think that it's going to die. It's not going to happen. You can only replace an idea. That is why I said make the exchange, not just make the change. If you want to change your life, you have to exchange the ideas that have given rise to the results that you're giving out so far, and replace those ideas with the right ideas that would give you a different outcome. Do you get it? Your life, everything about your life ultimately started with an idea or a set of ideas that you have come to believe over time. So if you want a different result, you have to change the idea or the ideas that have given rise to the result you displayed so far. Make the exchange, not just the change. Make the exchange.